Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So today we are going to start types of verbs. And yesterday and the last video we discussed that what are the types of pronoun and what is verb. The last video we just talk about the verb, like what is verb, what are the basic function of the verb. And today in this video we are going to discuss the verb in full detail. So stay with us. And also there are many types of verb. So there are action verb, linking verbs, auxiliary verbs, modal verbs, and much more. So let's come to the first type of the verb, that is action verb. Action verb. What is action? As I told you in the last video, that action means to perform work, to do something. The physical involvement in the something is called action. The physical involvement in something, the physical involvement in a work, in that work. So that thing is called action verb. So what is action? Action verb expresses physical or mental action. But it is a physical action means mental or physical action means that whenever you are doing something physically, so that type of verb is called action verb. So whenever you are doing something physically, so in that case, that thing is called your action. Whatever you are doing physically right now with your hands or your work or your foot, your physical involvement is there. So that thing is called action. So here, action verbs are those verbs which express the physical or mental action. So example here, some example of the action verb. She washes the dishes. So what is washes? Washes is actually an action verb. Why is it an action verb? Because she has the physical involvement in this action. Whatever he's doing, he's washing the dishes. So he's washing the dishes. So in that action, the wash is what action verb? Which verb? It is action verb. Why it is action verb? Because he is doing this work mentally and physically. So here, therefore, wash is action verb. Whenever anything that refers to do something physically, whenever you are doing something physically, that thing is called your action, and there are action verbs. So action verbs are those verbs which show physical action. So wash is a physical activity. You can do wash. So you wash the dishes, it is a physical action. So therefore it is called action verb. They fix the car. So fix is action verb, because you are fixing the car, you are doing work, and you have the physical involvement in that. So therefore it is called action verb. He performs his duty on time. What performs? Performs is an action verb. How? Because he is performing, he is doing something, he is performing his duty on time. There is an action, he is doing his duty. So means that here perform, duty is a noun, because duty is a thing and duty is the name of an activity. So therefore we call it duty as a noun. And here performs is an action, means that you are doing that activity. So you perform that. So here therefore performs is an action verb. So hope you understand, hope you understood the action verb. Now let's come to the linking verbs. What are the linking verbs? They connect the subject to subject complement. What are the complements? I have already told you about the subject and complement. Object and complement. So what is object and what is complement? Object is the receiver of an action. Whenever you use an action verb in the sentence, so here there will be a subject. Whenever you use a stative verb or a linking verb or other thing, there will be a complement. For example, he goes to school. So here, here we have what? Complement. School is a complement, because school is not receiving any action here. Anything that receives action is object. For example, he goes to school. So here, school does not receive any action, while subject is doing action. For example, he's going to school. I am involved in going to school, so I am doing an action while the school remains same. He is not doing any action, so therefore school is not object. School is not object. School is complement. Now I have you. I hope that you have a little bit get a concept on the complement and the object. Inshallah, I will explain one day in a video that what is the difference between object and complement. There is a big difference in object and complement. Means that you should simply learn that object is the receiver of an action and complement is the complement is whenever we are talking about something and that is not an action. Whenever we are not talking about the specific action, we use in other words, mostly in the stereo verbs and the linking verbs, the complement is used. So they connect the subject to the subject complement, describing the state or condition of the subject. It describes the state or the condition of the subject. How, for example, he is happy. So here, happy is acts as a linking verb. How? Because it links your subject with a complement. Happy is complement because happy is not receiving any action here. So therefore, we can call it as a helping verb. So we can call it as a complement. So he is happy. Here is links these two, subject and object. Is links these two verbs, subject and object. So here is linking verb. So he feels drowsy. He feels drowsy. So here feels acts as a linking verb. It's a condition. He feels happy. It's his condition. He feels drowsy. So means that it's a condition that he feels drowsy. So therefore, it is a linking verb. Now, how will you determine that the thing that a verb is action verb or a verb that is linking verb? So first of all, you will see the action there. That there will be action. So whenever in a sentence there is an action verb used, means the physical environment is there. So then you will understand that the action is that the verb is action verb. So whenever it talks about the condition and mostly the complement is used at the last instead of the object, the complement is used mostly in the linking verb. So you will automatically understand that it is the linking verb. For example, he feels drowsy. It sounds terrible. So here sounds. It is linking verb. Seems, it is also linking verb. So actually, the simple definition of this that it links the subject with a complement. It links the subject with a complement in order to make it a sentence. For example, he's happy. So it just links this subject with a complement. He feels drowsy. It links the subject with a complement. It sounds terrible. So what it is subject and it is complement. So mostly whenever you see that the object, whenever you see the subject in the subject at the in the start and see the complement at the end. So and when there is a one word used in the middle, so you will directly understand that it is the linking verb. So now let's come to the another. Hope you understood this linking verb, because these linking verbs are very sensitive verbs, and you know that if you have any problem in the linking verb, you can ask in the comment section. Now let's come to the auxiliary verb. What is auxiliary verb? Auxiliary means to help. Auxiliary means that help. So verbs are verbs. Verbs mean that action shows action. So auxiliary verbs are helping verbs. So these verbs used with the main verb to create different tenses and forms. Inshallah, whenever you will study the all tenses and you will understand that what is the helping verb. Actually, here it is used as a main verb with a linking verb. So here it is main verb. It is also main verb. It is also main verb. Here, if you see there, whenever you see in a sentence when there are two verbs used in a sentence, and you just determine that these verbs is, am, or was, or have, or has, do, does, did. So you will you will automatically understand that it is the helping verb or auxiliary verb. You can see that. You can see here are, they are watching TV. So here watching is also verb and are is also verb. So it is, we can see that it is main verb and it is helping verb. Whenever there is two verbs used in the sentence, so you should directly understand that one verb will be auxiliary verb and the second verb will be the main verb. For example, you see here that they are watching TV. So here are is what, which verb, auxiliary verb, and watching is main verb. So here are the some counted auxiliary verb. That is, am, or, was, were, have, has, had, and do, does, did. Whenever there are two words in a sentence, so one verb will be the auxiliary verb and the second verb will be the main verb. For example, they just help the second verb and to make or create a sentence. So here are is what, which verb, auxiliary verb. So they are here, they do not tell lie. So here tell is also verb and do is also a verb. So here do is which type of verb? It is an auxiliary verb. Here he was killed in the yard. So was is which type of verb? It is auxiliary verb because it helps the main verb. And it is the passive voice sentence. Inshallah, we are also going to study the passive voice. What are the passive voice and what are the uses of the passive voice? Inshallah, we will be studying in the next video. So now let's you see here that he was killed in the yard. So here was is which type of verb? Auxiliary verb. So you can also, so there are also another verb. Hope you understand this auxiliary verb. I have already told you is, am, or, was, were, have, and has. These are auxiliary verb or helping verb. So helping verb are those verbs which helps the another verb, which helps the main verb in the sentence. Here you can see the two what words. For example, I am writing one sentence, and that sentence is, he is a doctor. He is a doctor. So here is which type of verb? You might be thinking that what is here? Actually, is in this sentence is which verb? Main verb. And it shows state. How? I told you when there is two verbs in the sentence, so then we can determine one verb as a helping verb. So here it is one verb is. So is only one verb. Whenever there is one verb used in the sentence, so that verb will be called as a main verb. And whenever there is two verbs used in the sentence, so one will be called it as a main verb and the second will be the helping verb. So here it is used as a main verb. It is not a helping verb because one verb is used here. If you see in this sentence, they are watching TV. Two words are used, so therefore one verb is called as auxiliary verb or helping verb. So hope you understand this, the auxiliary verb. So now let's come to the modal verbs. So what are the modal verbs? Modal verbs are also called auxiliary verbs because they help the sentence. They help the main verb. And the thing in this verb is that they express possibility, necessity, or ability and permission. Some common models include could, can, could, may, might, shall, should, would, must. So you might experience in the books or in the newspapers, in your school books, in your school English book, and other books. There are many models used: can, could, may, might. There are more than these. There are more than more models. That rather than, for example, one model is ought to. Ought to. So ought to, and there are much models. So Now let's come to the basic models. That what are the models? What is the function of actually models? Models are helping verb, means that there will be two verbs in the sentence. Model cannot be used as a main verb. It is always used as a auxiliary verb or as a helping verb in the sentence. But the function of the what is the main difference is the in the auxiliary verb and the modal verb. That in modal verb show the modality. In the modality, it shows possibility, necessity, ability, or permission. For example, they must go to school. So here it show the what? It show the necessity, means that they must go to school. So he should take rest. He should take rest. So here it show the suggestion. Suggestion. Because I am giving you suggestion, he should take rest. He might rest. Sorry, he might be injured. He might be injured. So here might shows the possibility that it is possible that he might be injured. So modal verbs are also called, and again I'm telling you that modal verbs are also called auxiliary verbs, but the function of modal verb is separated from the helping verbs or the auxiliary verb. For example, they are used to create or to form the sentence. But here, the function of this verb is what? The function of the modal verb is separate. And there is a one rule there. And the rule of that is after the modal verb, we will always use which type of verb? After the modal verb, we will use our first form of the verb. And it means that base form of the verb. We have three forms of the verb. That is first form, second form, third form, and fourth form. And fourth form is called participle form. That is the ing form. For example, we have the three form in the. That is first form is called. For example, we have want. Second form is wanted. Third form is also wanted. And fourth form is wanted. So here, this is the fourth, means the participle form. So I mean that whenever after the modal verb, the first thing means that the base form of the verb will be used. So base form of the verb is want. So want is the base form of the verb. So always the base form of the verb will be used after the modal verbs. So hope you understood this modal verb. Now let's come to the another type of verb. So let's come to the transitive verbs. What are the transitive verbs? Actually, I have already told you about the transitive verbs before that we will be studying transitive verbs in the next type of the verb. So now let's come. These verbs actually. These verbs require a direct object to complete their meaning. So what is the object? What is the meaning of object? I have already told you about the object and complement. That object is the receiver of an action and complement does not receive that action. Actually, for example, I have given you the example that he likes tea. He likes tea. So what's here? The likes does not receive any action here. He likes tea. So here T is complement, not an object, because T does not receive an action here, while the subject is the doer of an action here, means that the object is not there. There is a complement. So actually, whenever there is an action in the sentence, and you see that the action verb receive the action verb in the last when the object receives the action. So it's mean that will be the object. If it does not receive any action, so then it will be the complement. For example, he eats cake. So, but it is transitive verb because it is followed by object. Cake is an object. So means that object is the thing. It is the receiver. Means that cakes receive the action that it is he eats cake. So here cake is what transitive verb. They found a bag. So here found is transitive verb because bag is an object. They play cricket. So cricket is an object and play is transitive verb. Actually, how to determine the object in the sentence? Therefore, where is the object? I am giving you one formula. That formula is who or what plus helping verb. For example, Lisa. Ali. So who did the subject? That's main one. That's question mark. So here he helped. So you can determine he eats. So who or what did he eat? So what did he eat? Cake. Here, who or what did they found? Bad. So they play cricket. Who or what they play? So they cricket. So here it is. These are objects. Mean that simply the transitive verb are those verbs which are followed by the object, and I have already told you that object is the receiver of the action, and while the complement is not the receiver of the action. So now let's come to the intransitive verb. What are the intransitive verbs? Intransitive verbs are those verbs which are not followed by the object. Means it is followed by the complement. For example, he sleeps at night. So at night, night is not an object. It is not the thing that we should recall it as an object. Now he waited a lot. So here waited is an intransitive verb. Why it is an intransitive verb? Because it is not followed by the object. And you can see that a lot is not an object, and it is what it is an adverb, and it is an adverb of time used for the repetition or used to show the time. He laughed at them. So here laugh is not followed by the transitive verb. Laugh is not followed by the object, so therefore it acts as an intransitive verb in English grammar. So hope you understood that what are the objects and what are the complements. So complements are those which are not objects. For example, I am giving you an example that he ate a lot. He ate a lot. So here he ate a lot. It is what? Complement. It is not an object. So this is a word that does not follow the object. This is the word that does not follow the object. And it is the word that does not follow the object. But here if you see that it follows the object. And one point to remember that the transitive verbs are less in number as compared to the intransitive verbs are less in number as compared to the transitive verbs. If you see that the transitive verbs are high in number, there are many words that are followed by the object, but there are less words that are not followed by the object. For example, this eat can also be followed by the complement and also followed by the object. But if you see this sleep can only be followed by the complement but cannot be followed by the object. So here is the main difference. Now hope you understand the difference between the transitive verb and the transitive verb. Now let's come to the regular verb. What are the regular verbs? As you you might have studied in your school and your academies that what are the regular verbs. Regular verbs are the small, easy verbs. So you just have a look into the regular verb. So what are the regular verbs? These verbs actually are. I committed a mistake here. These verbs follow the predictable rule ed for the past and perfect tenses. For example, those verbs which is followed by d, ed, and ied, they are called which type of verb? They are called regular verb. For example, we have a word that is some are look, wash, fix, watch. For example, look. What is the second form of look? Looked. Ed is added. What is the third form of the look? Ed is added. The same form because it is called regular verb because it follows the regular rules of the English grammar. Now the second verb that is wash. So second form of wash is wash, and third form is also the wash. So here it also follows the regular rules. Fix, fixed, fixed. So watch, watched, watched. Because these follow the regular rules. And they played full night. So here play is what? Ed. It ends with ed. And the second form of play is played. So it ends with ed. So therefore we can call it as a regular verb. Now let's come to the second sentence, that is he killed himself. So killed acts as a irregular verb because regular verbs are followed by ed, so therefore kill is followed by ed, and the second form of kill is killed. Now let's come to the third sentence, third example, that he looked ugly. So the second form of the looked, and the third form is looked. So here it follows the regular rules. Now irregular verbs, as in the comparison, it is the opposite of regular verbs. So irregular verbs are those verbs which are not followed by the predictable rule ed, the ed for the past and perfect tenses. Now you can see that he eats tea. He eats a lot. So what is the second form of eat? The second form of eat is eat, ate, eaten. Eat, ate, eaten. So here eat, ate, eaten is the second form of the second and third form of the word. So it is not followed by the ed and ed. So because they are called, so therefore it can be called as an irregular verb. So now you can see he saw a man parking the road. So saw is which type of verb? Saw is irregular verb because see, saw, seen. So as you see that the first form and the second form changes. The first form and the second form changes according to not according to ed and ied rule. It changes according to itself. So you can see the drink. I drink juice. So I drink juice. It means that if you see the drink, first form drink, drank, drunken. Sorry, drink, drank, drunk. Sorry. Drink, drank, drunk. Actually, the drunken means drunken is a noun, and a person who drunks is a drunkard. So regular, irregular. I hope you understood all about the irregular verbs and regular verbs, and I also hope that you don't have any question. You will not have any question in transitive verb. So if you have any comment, if you have any question, you can ask in the comment section, and you can tell me openly. So wish you best of luck. And now let's come to the another type of verb. So now let's come to the another kind of type of verb. That is finite verb. What is a finite verb? Those verbs that show agreement with the subject and tenses. Means that those verbs which changes its form according to the. So it means that those finite verbs are those which show the agreement with the subject and tenses. So example, you can see here the example that they take tea. So here you know that take is a verb, and it will change its form according to the tense and according to the subject. For example, if I use a singular subject here, so I will use, for example, he takes tea. So here I will use takes. So this verb changes its form according to the tense and subject. Now, police arrests the criminal. For example, if I remove the police and I use, instead of police, I use they. So they arrest criminal. So then S will be omitted. So as you can see that finite verb are those which followed by the subject and tense agreement which show the agreement with the subject and tenses. For example, he rushed at me. So here this rushed will be changed according to the tenses. For example, if you use this rushed in the present tense, so he rushes at me. And past tense, he rushed at me. And in the perfect, he had in the past perfect, he had rushed me. So these are those verbs which changes the form according to the subject and according to the tenses. And non-finite verbs. Non-finite verbs are those verbs they do not show agreement with the subject and tenses. Means that these are opposite of the finite verbs. So non-finite verbs are those verbs they do not show the agreement with the subject and tenses. You can see the example, playing is good for health. So here this playing is which type of verb? Non-finite verb. Why? Because it does not change its form according to the tenses and according to the subject. For example, if you use playing was good for health, playing will be good for health, playing is good for health, playing will have been good for health. So playing will have good for health. So you can see that the playing remains the same. And I want to take admission, to take. So to take will remain the same. To take will remain. So here to take admission in the school. I want to take admission in the school. So here you can see. बस बोर्ड इन बस मारे वीडियो खराब है कल. So I want to take admission in school. So here to take is non-finite verb because it will not be changed even if the tense changes. So I wanted to take admission in school. I will want. I wanted or I want or he wants. So I will remain the same. So to take will not be changed. I like to eat pizza. So here to eat is non-finite verb. Actually, finite verbs are those, they are actually gerund and infinitive. Non-finite verbs are gerund and infinitive. All the gerund and infinitive are called non-finite verbs. We see the gerund and infinitive anywhere, that will be non-finite verb. So hope you understand. Inshallah, we will also be talking about on gerund and infinitive one day, inshallah. So you should just give a look to the gerund and infinitive. There's always gerund and infinitive will be the non-finite verb. Here, dynamic. Now let's come to the dynamic verb. So dynamic verbs are those, they are simple verbs. Simple verbs means that are action verbs. They show action simply. So shows action and possession that can be observed and measured. It is same as the action verb, and it shows the they are those verbs that can be observed and measured. For example, they run fast, so we can observe, we can see. He enters the door, so we can see that how he entered the door. He wrote a letter. So here we can see that we can see that he is writing a letter. We can observe his letter. We can also write. So in the comparison of dynamic verbs, there are stative verbs. What are the stative verbs? Stative verbs describe feelings, states, perceptions that are not easily measurable. Means that it is the opposite of dynamic verb. Dynamic verb are also called action verb. They are same as the action verb because I have already talked about the action verb. So there is no need to give more explanation about the dynamic verb. So they are the same as the action verb. There is no. So you can also call action verb as a dynamic verb. So here, stative verbs describe the state perception that are not easily measurable. So for example, there are some words. Love. So love we cannot measure. We cannot measure and we cannot observe the love for someone with someone. So love cannot be measured, cannot be observed for someone, and cannot be measured. And it shows it can be only feel, and it can only be known by his personal person. The one who loves, he knows how much he loves. The measurement of that he can determine. So he knows all. So here knows we cannot. What did he know? We cannot determine that. What did he knows about? We can also not determine that. He knows all. So I have already told you here. Knows is which type of verb? Stative verb. Knows is stative verb. I own a house. We cannot measure that how I own a house. We can only feel that I own it. So I own a house. Here one is which type of a stative verb. And it is stative verb because we cannot determine how he own. We can only feel and we can only perceive that how did he own a house. So here are some stative verbs that is like, love, believe, know, understand, and on. So these are the some stative verbs. There are more stative verbs, but here are some that I have written here a little. So these are the stative verbs. So hope you understood the stative verbs also. So wish you best of luck for today, and from tomorrow we are going to start adjective, and we will just give a definition to adjective, and we will be starting types of adjective from the day after tomorrow. And now you should subscribe our channel and click the bell icon to enjoy watching our videos. If you have any question, you can ask in the comments. Thanks for watching our videos.